Calm before the storm, my affair partner got served divorce papers out of nowhere 2 days ago at work. Her husband knows of me. It's only a matter of time before my wife finds out. Don't know if I have days or hours before the world as I know it is gone. Took some time off work to spend time with my wife and 2 daughters. My body is in turmoil but strangely my mind is clear. It reminds me of the days leading up to my dad passing away. Time has slowed down and I am aware of all the things surrounding me. It's a nice feeling. My day today was filled with observation of details and appreciation. My wife's smell and the clothes she wore, my daughter's laughter, the color of the kitchen tiles. The dog, the yard. Feel blessed to have a healthy and beautiful family. What will my daughters think of me? I look at my wife that I love with all my heart and I see a woman who stood by me no matter what. We had our fair share of ups and downs like most couples, but I never imagined a life without her. How do I justify a 6-year affair? Is that even forgivable? I don't know what the future holds. All I know is that the storm is coming and I am here basking in the sun until the clouds come rolling in. I plan to confess over the weekend. Even if I know the outcome, I pray she does not leave me. This was so not worth it. Any suggestions on how to confess? Edit. I reached out to my brother for advice. He left his wife some years ago and married his affair partner. He seemed happy with her. The grass is not greener for him after all and he is planning on leaving her but is stuck at the moment. His advice is to not tell my wife and to minimize if confronted. He also said I should let down AP gently so she does not go nuclear on my wife and family. I am hoping for the best but preparing for the worst. Relevant comments, not trying to be mean or anything, but you never imagined life without her? You had a 6-year affair and you love your wife with all your heart. It sounds like you are really confused. Maybe she will stick by you with counseling. Opie, I am not confused. Never was. I don't have a problem separating love from sex. My heart is loyal to my woman and she is it for me. Comments, you have a lot to sort through, but you are taking the right direction to line up some IC for yourself. Be ready to move out, if you are kicked out, after the storm. 6 years is a long affair by any measure. If it wasn't worth it, what was AP to you? Someone you could also toy around with along with your wife? For the record, this is the classic definition of throwing someone under the bus to save yourself. Maybe start by owning up to what you've done. If you think the AP's BS will reach out to your wife and tell her everything he discovered, would suggest you start telling the truth. I am not a BS, but it seems that trickle truthing hurts way more over time. Whether your long-term affair is forgivable or not is no longer in your control. Opie, so many responses about how I don't value my affair partner. Well, since I am on a pour my heart out roll here, let me tell you about my affair partner. She is a gorgeous and a smart woman who is funny and open to different experiences. She is younger than myself and my wife. Fit. Seductive, sexy. But she is not my wife and does not even compare. 6 years on, off is a long time to invest. As I see it. She is an adult woman who made decisions to cheat with a married man on her husband for whatever reasons. Do I care for her? Yes, 6 years is a long time. Do I love her? No. Did I say to her I loved her? Yes, of course I did, but I lied just as I lied to my wife. Did I use her? Yes, I did. Did she use me? Of course she did. We both knew we were played with fire. In response to a now deleted comment, Opie, the reason I strayed has nothing to do with my wife. We have a good sex life in general, but I do have some kinks that she is not into at all. My affair partner was into the same kinks. That is how we met and that is why the affair was ongoing for 6 years. What led me to starting the affair was my wife being in an accident that took a toll on her body. Sex was off the table for over a year. I gave in to temptation and when I discovered the affair partner shared my kink I was hooked. So all you people saying my wife was withholding sex and intimacy. No. My wife and I are very intimate. Having sex with my wife is making love. Sex with affair partner is just sex. My wife meets 90% of all my needs. My affair partner meets 10%, comments. This wouldn't have happened if your wife was intimate on a regular basis. I assume that she was affectionate and her desire for intimacy and sex was zero. Don't feel bad about yourself, you will get past this and start a new life with you lover. Now she is getting a divorce also. Opie, nope. Not true at all. And I don't want to start a new life with my affair partner. Best of luck to her and all, but she is not the gal for me long term, comments. For a bunch of cheaters, you guys are judgmental AF. Of course now that shit hit the fan he realized that in hindsight the 6-year affair isn't worth it. Whether he's a cake eater or not, the fact is that he was happy and whatever needs he needed fulfilled were fulfilled, if not by his AP, by his wife. You don't go into an affair thinking I'm going to leave my partner or I'm going to divorce. It's an affair. It's in the dark and it's supposed to stay like that. If the love was so real you would have left. I know because I left my ex when I realized I was falling in love. I knew my time with my ex had expired. Don't go projecting on this poor guy, because in your head you think your affair is so perfect and precious, and it hurts you and scares you that if your AP found him/herself in the same situation, you would be as insignificant as this guy's AP is now to him. Getting caught sucks for all involved, and I wish for your sake and the sake of your family that she is a forgiving woman as well as humble to where she is willing to accept her faults, that drove your relationship to this place. Update 1. I was prepared for all scenarios but not this one. The doom day did not come in the shape I was expecting. AP ended up convinced her STBEX not to spill the beans to my wife in exchange for a smooth divorce. I thought I was in the clear. Yesterday AP sent me a blurry photo of my wife in the car with another man. She claimed they walked hand in hand to his car from a store in a nearby town 2 hours. She got a shot of the plates too. After some digging I now know she is having an affair. Don't know how long for sure, but at least 6 months. He is a singed dad our age and is telling her to leave the marriage. She is telling him she loves him, in response to a now deleted comment, no PI. AP's friend who also knows my wife, co-worker, saw her in the parking lot, took pictures and sent to my AP. AP forwarded it to me. Wife loves our sauna. Took the phone from the counter while she was relaxing. No password. It was all there on WhatsApp. He was saved under a woman's name. Did not have time to read it all but saw enough to confirm. Convos go back since April. Comment, I agree with this. Perfect opportunity to go open. But I'm guessing not all cake eaters want their so to have a slice of their own. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about being on the other side. Never had fantasies about my wife fucking other men. We had a good sex life minus my kinks she was not aware of, hence the LTAP. I am thinking, what do I have to lose? There can be only 2 outcomes. She loves him, she leaves. She loves me, she stays. I am hoping this is just a fling and nothing serious. Comment. Promise I'm not trying to bust your balls, just trying to understand. Your wife can't have cake of her own. I'm not a cake eater, but a single AP to 2 of them. I guess I'm not seeing the big deal. You're both getting your itches scratched. Logically yes, we are both getting our itches scratched. What's the big deal? I am not ruled by logic at this moment. Maybe later, but now my emotions are overpowering every logic. Never in my life have I experienced this type of emotional and physical distress. I can't even think straight. Never thought I was gonna bowl my eyes out and throw up on the carpet. Comment, I think you need to find out why your wife cheated. If her reasons lines up with yours, maybe there is a way to move to DADT. I am desperate to talk this out to know why this happened and how invested she really is in this piece of shit. If she is doing this out of revenge, maybe I have a chance, cause if so she does feel something for me at least. I can't imagine her being emotionless throwing away over 20 years. I know this woman like I know myself. Deep down she is hurt but also so very stubborn and proud. I just want to know if she knew about my affair, why the hell did she not confront me? I would have chosen her over AP in a nanosecond. And what the hell is she hoping to find with this douche? He is no better than me, sleeping with a married woman. Ah fuck. I am trying to respect her wish to have some space, but I am desperate to just talk to her. Update 2, my marriage seems to be over. Confronted wife this past weekend. Sat her down without warning and told her I knew she was having an affair and with whom. Asked her if she loved him and what her plan was. She was caught off guard. Went to the bathroom for 10 minutes. When she came out she looked me straight in the eyes and said, I know about your affair too. I have known for some time now. I love him and want a divorce. Next days were a bluer. I tried to talk to her but she shuts me down. She has moved into the spare bedroom and is making appointments with law firms. Has told our 2 girls. I have signed up for emergency therapy. Am on meds for dealing with anxiety and lack of sleep. This is surreal. Heard her talk to him last night and cut the internet cord. Kind of crazy cause I need internet for work and she just switched to her phone. Ah man. So many emotions are running through me. I made love to her past week, and today she is a total stranger. How does this happen? How can she not feel any fucking emotion? Over 20 years gone. All the love, friendship, partnership, intimacy, jokes, memories, plans for our future gone. Just like that. No looking back. Feel so blindsided and the only person I can talk to is my brother who lives across the country. Sorry to vent here to you fine people on here. In response to a now deleted comment, yeah you can LOL your D off. I am a selfish, entitled, arrogant worst asshole among cheaters, but I do love my wife contrary to what many of you believe. In my heart I have never strayed. But she played me. Well done. Comment. Did you not play her for 6 years? Have you asked her how long she's known? I'm guessing she's known for quite a while and had time to process her feelings before even stepping out. You can't demonize her for something you were doing first. And you should have listened to your heart instead of your dick if you didn't want this to be an outcome. Anyone who cheats and doesn't think this scenario is a possible outcome is a fool.